I'm so very happy to be here. Councilwoman Grimes, thank you so much for inviting me to come and address your constituents. Mayor Cabo, thank you as well, and the council persons that are present. And also, I'd like to say thank you, Stonecrest, for welcoming me over the last how many years? Long time. At any rate, I'm going to get started. I am a woman phenomenal woman, that's me. That's Maya Angelou. And when I started thinking about the wonders of women and the wonders of a woman, I started searching for other women who could impart some stimulus that would allow me to find something to talk about, because I talk a lot and sometimes I have to stay in one direction. So when I found this quote by Maya Angelou, I started thinking about phenomena. I am a big whyer. I like to know why things happen. And also when I speak, I have to speak from who I am and what I do, or else my speeches will come off and show the ADHD that I have. So I better keep it simple and real. And given that I am a chiropractic physician and also a functional medicine practitioner, I realized that I needed to marry who I am professionally and who I am personally. Because I'm not sure some days when one ends and the other begins. And I'm happy about that. Because I live who I am and I go to work 9 to 5 with who I am. And so I will speak to you today from that vantage point. The phenomenal woman, the phenomena of women. And when we think about the phenomena of a woman, the phenomenal things that happen to us, one in particular that doesn't get a whole lot of discussion. And before I go into that phenomena, I want to do a quick poll. If you are 30 and under, raise your hand. Okay. If you are 30 and over, raise your hand. 40 and over. 50 and over. Okay, Sheila, you're in good company. When I speak about the phenomenal woman, I start in high school. I start in puberty, and we move to high school. From high school, we move to college. Finding a way or making a way, CAU. Some of us go on to professional schools, graduate schools, and from there, we're bright-eyed and we're bushy-tailed women, and we are ambitious, and we want to have love, and we want to have money, and upward mobility, and we have children, and we live these lives until one day we wake up and there is this strange shoulder pain. And then maybe another day there is these 10 pounds
more than
that have shown up around our stomach
Lord,
that I know we didn't ask for. And I know I'm eating the same stuff that I ate when I was finding a way of making a way. And then I realized I'm over 30, I'm over 40. And then I realized my sheets are hot. No, my sheets are wet. living life in between. We're living life in between shoulder pains, knee pains, dry scalp, itchy skin, dry eyes. Did my bladder shrink? Why am I peeing all the time? I'm combing my hair. Is it falling out? Am I developing adult onset allergies? My ears are itching. What did she just say? Did she just say something to me? I'm gonna take it out. Okay, why am I raging? Excuse me, y'all, for yelling. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Damn, darn, who just woke me up? Because it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wide awake, and my brain is racing. And I don't care if I take CBD, NyQuil, Tylenol, I'm not going back to sleep. Because I'm living life in between. In between recognizing now that my parents didn't come to stay. I'm living life in between, understanding that they may not be with me always. I'm living life in between going to work, being proficient, standing before co-workers and an audience, and all of a sudden this heat rises from my stomach, my neck, I don't know where, but now I am sweating. And I'm living life in between my professional life and this mountain of sweat that's rolling off of my body, and I dare not touch my face, because if I do, it's over. And now everyone is looking like, is she all right? Is she sick? And we carry on and we deliver. We make the executive decisions. We make the addresses. Living life in between, having young adults who are saying, I'm grown, but wait a minute, give me $20 because I'm really not. Living life in between, understanding that there is a requirement for me to go through these things with valor, and we do, with excellence, and we do, with precision, and we do, with a sense of spirituality, and we do. Loyalty, yeah, we do that too. Calmness, and we do that too. And we do this just to get home to that glass of wine, which is going to give us a hot flash and allow us to go to sleep and wake us up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we start it all over again. If I park here for a minute, does any of this sound familiar to any female?
Yes, yes. Amen, amen.
Living life in between is a phenomena that happens to a particular woman at a particular time in her life. But we don't talk about it. We keep it to ourselves. Sometimes we may talk to our medical doctors who may say, we're gonna put you on birth control. What do you mean birth control?
People be on birth control.
Can you just help me? Living life in between there because we're told to pray about it. But I'm sweating, and I'm constipated, and I have sugar cravings, and I'm continuing to exercise, but I'm continuing to gain weight. And now I'm depressed because I'm living life in between what they call the older parent, the toddler with the checkbook. When your parent decides to go spend a couple $1,000s on a transmission that you've asked, please just wait. The toddler with the checkbook. Also the toddler who is ailing. And now you are seated in the doctor's office asking for help. Because how do I get through this moment in my life, these years in my life? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't start overnight and it doesn't end overnight. So I come to say today to all of us who are either here or stepping on that trajectory maybe have had one night sweat, maybe a year ago, and girl, I'm fine. No, it's coming for you.
Ooh.
It is just a march. It's a process. But I came to say these things happen. However, more than one thing can be true at the same time. We can let go of the reproductive times in our lives and also embrace a physique more beautiful and strong than what you had in your 20s. More than one or two things can be true at the same time. We can watch our children leave for college and drive hours away, and you watch that phone in tears for 6 hours. But then when they arrive, you say, my child is a badass. You can be fearful and grateful all at the same time. You don't have to choose. There can be beauty in the nightmare. You can find strength when your mother leaves this place and watch your life start to change immeasurably. You can live with heartbreak. You can live with grief. You don't have to get over grief. Two things can be true at the same time. So I say to you, what do I want you to do? Now that we know that this sorority that we all are a part of, whether you know it or not, you are phenomenal because you are here. And if you have been raised by a mother or father, a pack of wolves, anyone that showed you love and set you on your trajectory, you're going to join us if you're not here already. And so I want you to do some things for me, and then I'm almost about to wrap this up. We understand that we're phenomenal because we show up with all the things. We show up with the sweats. We show up with the joint pain. We show up with not wanting to be at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning. But we also have some egos, because when I raise my hand and my arm doesn't go wiggle, yeah, I'll be up again at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And also, I will show up because every curl that I do with my bicep is me practicing for taking my groceries into the house when I'm in my 80s. Every squat that I do today is preparing me to get off the toilet in my 80s. If you are at a place in your life where you're watching a parent not have the ability to function, then I want you to listen to what I want you to do first. I want you to find, anytime you don't have to find it because you'll hear them, the younger sister who is on her way to this sorority, tell them, come on baby, it's okay over here. Because I didn't have anyone to tell me, this is what you're going to go through. I had Miss Esme Aubrey say to me, say to my sister and I, keep it living, you're gonna see some things. I'm seeing some things. So I want us in this place, when we hear another young sister going through it, baby, come here, let me talk to you and tell you what you should do. Let me use my life as a beacon for you. That's one thing I want you to do. The second thing I want you to do, I want you to find some way of going to sleep. And I don't care if that is magnesium, going to the doctor and demanding because you are a customer. First, check my hormones. Why am I losing my mind and don't give me no birth control pills? Tell me what my estrogen is like, my progesterone is like, my testosterone is like. Figure out why I'm doing this, because there is a reason. Because somebody just spoke to me the other day and told me that there's a physiological reason why I'm going through this. And then figure out how to go to sleep. Because if you can't sleep, you can't take care of that 80-year-old with a checkbook. I want you to look at your plate. I want you to nourish your body. Because believe it or not, we in this age, another symptom, insulin resistance, but I'm not gonna go into a lecture, promise. We are, in this point in time, more likely to suffer from diabetes than not. It's great to have wonderful food every now and then, but we are practicing for 80. We're preparing for 80. I want you to age well. There's a difference in lifespan versus health span. I want your health to be as long as your life. I don't want you to spend the last 30 of your years suffering. And I want you to move your body. Again, every bicep curl that you do is preparing you to drink that cup of tea, cup of coffee, take in your groceries. Every squat that you do is preparing you to walk up and down your stairs, to get on and off the toilet. This isn't a guesstimation, it's real. And I want this for you. And the gift is to your children. The gift is to you and your ability to remain autonomous over your body. Aging with dignity. I want that for you. I didn't come here to share the things of my ego. I've done some things, and I'm very proud of what I have accomplished. I am the first African-American chiropractic physician to practice in the United Kingdom. I am the first, I am one of a team of chiropractors that introduced chiropractic to the country of Ghana.
Wow.
I am at 52, 53 now.
Oh, wow. Look amazing. Amazing.
I am a bikini muscle building competitor.
Give it. Period.
I'm a 21-year-old.
Okay.
I'm a business owner. But guess what? Bigger than that, I am just like you. I am no different. The only difference right now is that I stand here with my mother, and I promised her that I would not allow her life to go without celebration. I would not allow the last few months of her life to be for naught. So if I have to stand at the MARTA station, y'all remember, with my microphone, like the little ladies to tell everybody what's going to hell, if I have to stand there and preach about aging well, as my mother say, I'm duty bound.